Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and Mano. New Mano is in the building, fresh off a Hustle Hard weekend.
Hustle Hard weekend, baby. We back.
Hustle Hard Honey Pack weekend. Okay, action packed. Listen, we're going to have a great show for y'all today. We got somebody who I really love, and so does Mano. And I saw she was at Hustle Hard Weekend. BIA.
Oh, yeah, BIA.
Is going to be joining us.
BIA, shout out to BIA.
She has an amazing EP out right now. She's really her.
She's really dope.
Yeah, she's really her. Also, we do have a Monday Manovation, and I want to say something to all of the Manovators out there.
Don't hate on my mafia, please. Okay. Please do not hate on my people.
The Manovating Mafia, first of all.
Stop it.
Mano had a lot of activity over the weekend, so much so that he accidentally went live. That could have went so left.
Yes, it could have.
It could have went so left. But I did text you and I said...
Yes, you did.
I said, Mano, I don't think you meant to go live.
And then you called me, and it was a good thing because I was live and didn't know it.
Yeah.
But I wasn't talking about nothing. It's all good.
It could have been worse, though.
Could have been bad.
We could have heard all kind of things and grunts and groans, but instead you were outside, it seemed like.
Yeah, it was out.
But yes, and so that happened, but it was Hustle Hard Week, and we're going to hear all about that this morning as well. But of course, we always start the show off with you guys shining a light. And by the way, I was outside a little bit this weekend too. So shout out to everybody. My girl Melissa, she owns a restaurant and a grill. She's having a baby.
Shout out to Melissa, yes.
Yes, I'm excited for her. She's having a baby shower in the middle of the day too.
Really?
Which I love, during the week in the middle of the day.
I love her and her husband. So
shout out to Rob. Yeah. Yes. Their first baby together, but it's her second child. Nice. So, and I also was at the Rucker. That's where they do the basketball games.
Outside.
New York versus New York.
Yeah.
I did something that most people don't do.
What was that?
I stayed for the women's game, and then I left when the men came on.
Oh, that's really...
But I was there for a while.
Is that racist? What is that?
Sexist, you're trying to say? Well, no, I wanted to see the girls play. They did great. It was amazing. It was really fun. It was a close, tight game. But of course, Brooklyn always, you know how Brooklyn is. We go hard.
I mean,
all right.
We taking it.
Well, we'll talk about all of that. But in the meantime, let's shine a light on them. 800-292-5150 is the number. Call us up. Let us know who you want to spread some love to, who you want to shine a light on. Maybe you had a good weekend. Maybe you want to show some love to your bae. Maybe it was a complete stranger who did something amazing. 800-292-5150. Shine a light on them.
We gon' light the block up. I'ma shine.
Turn your lights on, y'all.
Turn your lights on.
Spreading love to those who are doing greatness.
Shine a light on them. Shine a light on them.
It's time to shine a light on them.
Yes, it is Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, fresh off a Hustle Hard weekend.
Yeah.
With Mano.
Yeah.
New Mano.
Yeah, new Mano, not the old one.
Yes, it's Mano Mondays.
Yeah,
Mano, I know you had an amazing weekend.
Yes, had an amazing weekend, man, and I want to shine a light on my brother Hustle Hard Herbie.
Okay, I saw him all over the place.
That's right. You know, I'm proud of him. He basically coordinates the whole weekend and really puts things together and really helped to take the brand to another level in this era. And hats off to him. You know, and everybody else, Snugs, everybody, and the whole Hustle Hard. So, you know, I wanted to shine a light on him and let them know that what they was doing is definitely appreciated for the betterment of the whole brand. We had a great weekend, and we're gonna keep doing it.
I love that because a lot of times it is your event, but there's so many people that actually make it happen.
Absolutely.
There's no better feeling than when all you gotta do is show up.
That's right. That's right. Because when you got able-bodied people that love you and love what you have created and then want to help expound on that and take it to another level. So it's definitely appreciated.
The whole team got to hustle hard.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
All right. Well, who do you guys want to shine a light on? 800-292-5150. Jeff, how are you?
Hey, Angela Yee, what's going on with you?
What's good? Who do you want to shine a light on?
Hey, I want to shine a light on myself, by the way.
Okay.
Today's my birthday. Well, I come from Orlando, Florida, and I turned 36 today, Leo gang, you know what I'm saying?
Okay. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
How you celebrating?
And I just wanted to... Well, I'm celebrating. I got my girl, Reese, from Orlando. She's taking me out to eat tonight. So I'm just taking it really easy, go smoke me a cigar and drinking some cognac, you know?
Where's she taking you to eat at?
What's good, man, you know?
What's happening?
Good, my brother. Well, it's a surprise. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that was a surprise. But I done seen the stripper. They be sitting outside smoking cigars. Y'all got some nice cigar bars, so.
Yeah, I mean, probably Kobe Steakhouse. Have you heard of that before?
Mm-hmm. All right.
You
Well,
know what I mean?
happy birthday, Jeff. Y'all enjoy.
Hey, Angela, thank you. Hey, Angela, I want a free sample of your coffee. How can I get some of that?
Oh, coffeeupliftspeople.com. Okay, make sure you go on there, get some coffee. We're gonna be in Target starting the end of this month, so just plug that.
Oh, that's a bet.
Thank
That's
you,
a bet.
Jeff. I appreciate you.
No problem.
Hey, Angela.
Hey, Angela Yee, how are you?
Oh, she got to say my phone name because she's an Angela. You know what I'm saying? Who do you
Right.
want to shine a light on?
Hey, I want to give a shout out to my man, Jarvis Jordan. I'm calling from Nashville. I just really appreciate him coming into my life, me and my kids' life, and just showing us how we should be treated, you know, showing my son how women should be treated and showing me how I'm supposed to be properly loved. I don't know how we made it without him. You know, I'm a strong woman, but, you know, people always say, oh, they're a strong woman, they can handle it. But, and I felt that way until he came into my life and realized, you know, he's taking a huge weight off my shoulders. And I'm just grateful to have him and let him, you know, lead us.
All right, Jarvis Jordan is his name, right?
Yes.
All right, well, shine a light on him. I love to hear that. It is a certain thing when you love somebody and trust them enough, that's when you can be vulnerable enough to let them and allow them
That's right.
to lead you. And that's a great thing.
Yes. Thank you for letting me shine that light on him today. Y'all have a good day.
I can't wait till somebody shine a light on Mano in that same way.
In what way was that?
You know, it's her
They
man.
shine light. They call up and shine lights on me.
Yeah, but not because that's you.
Not because of that,
man.
though.
Yeah, not because of that. One day, though.
One day,
One day.
somebody
All right.
will love me.
All right, well, that was Shine a Light on him. 800-292-5150 in case you couldn't get through. And when we come back, we have your Yee Tea. And there is a group saying that something that was said here on Way Up with Angela Yee is false. We'll tell you about it and their response, and we'll clear it up. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
They say it's truth in the rumors.
From industry shade to all the gossip, Angela's spilling that Yee tea.
Yes, it is Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and Mano is here.
Yes. New Mano.
Mano Vedas.
Yes.
And it's time for some Yee Tea. All right, now we have to actually correct something that was said up here. Fab Five Freddy was on, and on Friday he was talking about JJ Fad, and it's crazy because as we were all discussing the 50th anniversary of hip hop, I was definitely watching the Supersonic video. We were reminiscing about that, and then he brought up the group JJ Fad, and here's what he had to say on Way Up with Angela Yee.
I'm gonna tell you something about that Supersonic record. Ice Cube wrote that entire album.
Really? Did?
Yes.
Ice Cube?
Ice Cube.
That's hilarious. I had no idea.
I did the same thing, and it was Jerry Heller, the head of Ruthless Records, told me that. And I was like, wait, I did like a double take and had to ask him like twice. But that's the skills of a writer.
All right. Well, apparently that is false.
They said that's cap.
Yeah, JJ Fad actually posted that with the false across. And they said, not sure where Fab Five Freddy got this from, but this statement is false. Our brother Ice Cube did write a couple of our diss songs, but the majority of our album, including Supersonic, was written by us. All right, so they wanted to make sure, because, yeah, you know, if you did that work, you don't want to have that falsely.
Right, so they put that statement out.
And they do want to come on the show, so I think.
Okay, they want to clear it up.
Yeah, which would be nice to have JJ Fad on here.
Supersonic.
The S is for super. All right, Drake is asking audience members, or he did ask them, to not throw their bras on stage. You know, that's been an ongoing thing. Who has the biggest bra to throw on stage? But apparently his son was there with him. So here's what he said.
Hey, look, be honest with you. Can't talk about tonight in LA. Because my son is at the show for the first time ever. So we're going to keep this real PG tonight. Y'all keep your bras on.
Yeah, keep them bras on tonight.
My son is here.
But the next night, it's a different story.
It was so funny, him and Little Yachty always going back and forth, but I guess he was unbraiding Adonis's hair. But I know Yachty's like, I know you're not trying to pretend you're braiding that kid's hair. All right, now Drake also did confront a fan. He actually threw a towel into the crowd. A woman had gotten it, and this guy tried to grab it from her. That is ridiculous. Like, you cannot be that much of a B that somebody throws a towel, a woman gets it, and you try to grab it from her.
You never seen dudes try to get in rapper sections.
Oh, yes, I have. I've always said that guys are way worse than women.
Yeah, they're elbow girls, all kind of.
Oh, it's me and my mans.
Right. And trying to have conversations with you.
Yeah.
In a loud club.
Mm-hmm. So he actually was like, I'm going to send someone up there because he was so annoyed about that. And the other thing Drake just did too was he added Sexy Red to the remainder of his tour. So we love that, the two of them. Remember, there was a picture of them together.
Yeah, I like Sexy Red.
Mm-hmm. So him and 21 Savages, it's all a blur to us. So now we can see her on there.
Yeah, I like her.
Bone Thugs and Harmony, a street sign was stolen. It only went up for 2 hours, okay? They had a sign made in Cleveland, a street named after them. And unfortunately, somebody stole the sign already. Busy Bone went on his Instagram and said, everybody relax. It's a sign in the middle of the street on the darkest part. People going overboard with extra disappointment.
Wow.
Stop. So, people were like, N-words ain't ish. Unfortunately, they stole that sign. Busy Bone talked about it, but it was announced that they were getting their very own signage. It was a petition that was created by a fan, actually, and that's how it all happened. And the sign was unveiled Friday, August 11th at a ceremony that Busy Bone and Crazy Bone were at. And then already, iconically, it's gone.
Wow.
That's a great honor to have a street named after you.
And while you're alive.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, well, that is your Yeetie. And when we come back, we have About Last Night. Now, Mano, I know you had a crazy weekend.
Lord knows.
Saving these New York City streets. I can't even believe you came in here full of life, vivacious on a Monday morning after you've been working all weekend. Not only were you in New York doing Hustle Hard Weekend, you also traveled to Philly.
That's right.
And I was like, Mano does not play. He works, okay? And I'll tell you what I did over the weekend as well. So when we come back, it is About Last Night on a Monday. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
Last night.
So, about last night.
Last night.
Here's how it went down.
Yes, it is Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and Mano is here. No, Mano!
Good morning.
Good morning. And it's About Last Night, fresh off a Hustle Hard weekend. So
Last
let us
night
know.
And this morning is the same thing for me.
I know. The days are running into each other.
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest. I don't know how Mano does it because I'd be needing naps. I'm tired all the time. Like Friday, I was here, hung out with Mano and BIA.
That's right.
Did some shots.
A lot of shots.
And then that was it for me. I went home. That was that.
Right.
But Saturday, I was at New York versus New York at the Rucker.
Mm-hmm.
So shout out to everybody that was out there and to First NYC. It's actually a restaurant in Brooklyn. And they use my coffee company, Coffee Uplifts People. And also the Nourish Spot, which is a juice bar. They catered at the game during the week. And then I ended up going to the game on Saturday. And we got some special Terror Squad Nikes.
Nice.
As well, because Fat Joe ended up coming out as well. So shout out to everybody. If y'all know what the Rucker is, it's these basketball tournaments. It's like street ball tournaments.
Yes, they know what the Rucker is. That's a staple in New York City.
But if you're not from here,
they gotta know what that is.
It's a big deal to be able to go. And I think there's a lot of regulations in the park now, so it can't get as crowded. But there was so many people out there. So shout out to everybody that was playing in the tournaments over the weekend at the Rucker, New York versus New York. And then I went to Negril to eat. So shout out that it was a New York weekend for me. What about you, Mano? Talk about Hustle Hard.
I had my cape on, saving these New York City streets.
Mm-hmm.
Hustle Hard weekend. We started off with a bowling party in Queens in Astoria. Shout out to Cash Doll and Tracy T. They came and hung out with us as well. That was crazy. And then we had a cookout / party in Brooklyn on Saturday. So I had to go to Philly first and film some stuff for a show, and then drive right back, and then go to the cookout.
I don't know how you do it. Do you fall asleep in the car?
Nah, not that.
Because I'm like, you drove to Philly. I would have been exhausted. You did a bowling party. You was out all night. Then the next day, I talked to you driving to Philly.
That's right.
And then you came back and had more Hustle Hard weekend events.
And then I got up Sunday and did. I had a meeting about that show that we putting together.
Okay.
And that was about 3-4 hours, and then we had something going on at Chelsea. And then we went and had the after party. Shout out to Rose. Happy birthday, Rose. We we went to Victory last night and celebrated her birthday, and then went to Stilettos
and now here you are. I mean, this is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Who else is tired just listening to Mano and Hustle Hard Weekend?
Navy over there going, man.
I know. I can't
Couldn't
do
be me.
And it was also the 50th anniversary of hip hop,
That's
and
right.
there were a lot of concerts going
That's
on.
right.
Yankee Stadium,
Major.
huge concert. I saw Little Kim and Little C's perform
Yes.
"Crush on You" together.
Yes, nice.
Yeah, that was. I mean, to me, that's such an iconic video and song. I actually, if you guys get a chance to check it out, for Living Black for iHeart, I actually did this whole thing based on different hairstyles throughout different periods of music, and I think that "Crush on You" video with the different wigs matching the furs,
That was crazy.
That was iconic.
Yeah.
A lot of people have, I guess, took a lot of that style too, because that
Absolutely.
was definitely trend setting. So
Absolutely.
You know, shout out
Lisa's
to them.
talking about that on that documentary on Netflix about how she took that idea, and now you see, other artists, doing things similar to that.
Right.
Yeah. Because prior to that, nobody was talking about wearing wigs or
Them
wearing
colorful
colorful
wigs.
wigs. Yeah.
All right, well, we love that. And you know what else we love? I feel like there's a lot of secrets that went down over Hustle Hard Weekend. That was that secret laugh. You heard that? Ooh, baby.
We not telling mine, but we want to hear yours though.
And maybe one day, maybe we'll have some shots and Mano will tell some secrets. But in the meantime, we want you guys to share with us. This is a very safe space. I feel like, Mano, you've gotten a lot better about not judging people. You've gotten a lot better about just letting people stay anonymous when they call in, because sometimes
these
it's like a
people
confessional.
crying out for help. They want us to know who they are. They want to tell us their business, and they want to be judged.
One of them went viral. Okay, the
A
one
few
with
of them.
the guy that just recently said that he would beat up this guy every day that came to the
Right,
house.
he did good.
Randomly, he would just beat this guy up.
Right.
Because his mom passed him COVID and the guy gave her COVID.
He did good.
That was a disturbing call to me. I felt like he might need some
Anger
therapy
management,
yeah.
probably, but.
But anyway, you guys, it's no judgment. 800-292-5150. Call us up and tell us a secret. It's Way Up with Angela Yee. 800-292-5150.
This is a judgment-free zone. Tell us a secret.
Yes, it is Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and Mano is here. New Mano! Mano is fresh off a Hustle Hard Weekend, and I already know he's on one today.
Yeah.
So for everybody calling up, it's supposed to be tell us a secret, no judgment. I can't vouch for what's about to happen.
Big Hustle Hard.
When you guys call up with your secrets today. But it is a safe space for you guys to get anything off your chest that you want. 800-292-5150 is the number. You ready for these secrets, Mano?
I'm ready.
All right, anonymous caller, how are you?
I'm good.
Okay, well, do you want to share? Mano's here. He's not going to judge you. We want to hear your secret.
Okay. I fell in love with my side dude.
Ooh.
You fell in love with your side dude?
Okay. So,
Yes.
Are you married or are you just in a relationship?
Open marriage.
Okay.
So you still married?
Yes.
So you love two men?
No.
You don't love your husband?
No.
Oh, it happens. It happens.
So, let me ask you this. Is your side dude single? Is he available?
He's single. Yes.
So, what are you going to do?
Event. I'm waiting out for the right time to leave my husband.
I think that's the best thing to do, because you don't love your husband, right? Do he love you?
He does.
He does. Why you don't love him?
But, well, he says that he loves me, but it's emotionally abusive. It's mentally abusive.
What made you stop loving him?
All the fights, multiple attempts at leaving, and him saying he'll change, and he hasn't.
Okay. All right. Is your side dude open to being in a relationship with you? Is that what he wants?
It is what he wants.
Let me ask you this. Does your husband suspect that you're cheating, or do you feel like he has no idea?
Oh, no. He knows.
Okay.
Yo, so are you still having sex with your husband?
Barely.
Oh. Why?
He can't please me.
Oh, man.
All right. Well, listen, I hope for the best for you, and I hope that you get everything ironed out. And I will say this, everyone deserves happiness. And when you're in an unhappy situation, it actually is better for him for you to leave also.
I say this. God bless you, Jesus love you, and keep cheating.
Shut up.
Keep cheating. Keep cheating, baby.
All right. Well, we're praying for your whole situation, though.
Thank you.
All right. Hey, anonymous caller, how are you?
How you doing, Angela?
I'm good, thank you. So Mano's here. We're not going to judge you, but we are ready to hear your secret.
Alright, so I was at a little party with one of my friends, and I happened to be away from my friend. I was just chilling, and chick come over and got to driving and stuff, and one thing led to another, and like ended up doing some stuff. So I'm driving through Columbus, Ohio. I hear that, I'm like, yo, don't nobody know me. Ain't nobody gonna know that. And this my way to tell it.
We ain't hear nothing you said,
So
bro.
wait, some girl at you said a pool party?
No, I was at a party for my man, and this chick came up and felt on me, and we ended up doing things. And I'm driving to Columbus, Ohio, and I know don't nobody know me here, so I'm like,
So it's your friend's girlfriend you did it to?
yes.
Okay, there you go.
So you slept with your friend. Is this your friend?
I mean, he was one of the, not like my best guys, but like he's one of the people around. Like, I ain't chill with him every day, but I think him sometimes. It just happens. Like,
You had love.
like,
If
damn.
you got love for him in any kind of way.
Oh man, I got love for his people. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, in a way, like kinda.
Because you do know that if you call somebody your friend, then it's unhonorable to sleep with his girl. You do know that though, right, homie?
That's why it's a secret, man. No.
Nah, even if it's a secret, it don't matter though.
Okay, but
Boy,
okay,
you
let
crazy.
me
You
ask
can't be sleeping with your man, girl. What are you talking about?
Are you going to continue talking to her or what?
No. That's it.
Okay, so it's over with. That's it. Okay, and nobody knows.
Now.
Well,
where you from?
I'm from Ohio.
You from Ohio?
Okay,
got it.
All right. Man,
what's that mean? What's that mean? He said, "God is."
Nah, got it.
Like,
what they call you though?
Stop it.
I can't do that.
Do you feel bad? Let me ask you this: Do you feel bad about it?
Oh man, listen, look, check it. I don't think I would have called, and this is my moment. So I feel like I ain't saying nothing name wise, but like, yeah, I felt bad.
Okay, that's it. Yeah, he feels bad.
You should feel bad.
He does. He feels bad about it.
You should feel bad.
Hey, you know what, man? No, don't act like you ain't through it before.
I ain't never slept with none of my friends' girls. Never.
That's
never. That's unhonorable.
Well, we're not here to judge him.
I'm here to judge.
He's not a close circle friend. He's not a close circle friend. It's not like my brother.
You started this off by saying that was your friend, though, bruh.
He was a friend in the circle, though.
He's a friend in the circle. It's not.
Not my personal circle, but it's a circle of friends, and he just was there. And then
okay.
I look more at that woman. She came up to him and just started doing that. It feels like
let me tell you,
that's not the right girl for him.
I sleep with men's wives, but they're not my friends though.
I think the more foul thing about it is that let him chill with the chick. I ain't never say nothing. That's but he's like I said, he's not like my right hand.
Okay.
Bro is the bro of another bro.
He's like your left hand. All right.
The left, no, he's not that either. No.
Okay. Well, God bless you, man.
Well,
Jesus love you.
Thank you for calling and getting that out there off your chest.
Y'all, God bless.
See, he feel worse now.
Yeah, he should. You can't say it's your friend and call up like say it's an associate. Then I have clarity. Don't call and start up. That's like I don't play that. If you call somebody your friend, don't use the word friend.
We're supposed to just listen.
No, I'm not listening.
Well, that was Tell Us a Secret. It didn't go exactly the way it was supposed to, but we do have Yeetie when we come back. And let's talk about this Melly Mel diss track. He does say that he does regret dissing Eminem, and we'll tell you why. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
Just like to talk like they Angela Yee,
Man, she's spilling it all. This is Yee T. Way Up.
Yes, it is Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee. Mano is here.
New Mano!
On a Monday. And let's get into some Yeetie. Melly Mel regrets making that Eminem diss track. If you guys recall, he had said some negative things about Eminem. Eminem threw a few jabs at him. Right on a song with his artist. And now Melly Mel put out this diss track.
Why you hurt? Why you mad? Now you look bad. Like a roach just crawled out of your book bag. In a packed class, you lack class. Go to bed with no supper, cause you gotta suffer the backlash. The top 5 is cap. You the just on the floor in the elevator of rap. Why you ducking on the game? We gonna show my name. Why they put Pee Wee Herman in the Hall of Fame? I would give you a pound, but I break your hand. I got the lawyer so white, he will take your land.
Shout to the Furious 5 and Grandmaster Flash, but boy, there's someone who really is furious. Stay out his path, his wrath avoid. And I'll be the last
that
to toy
was
with
the original plus and Melly Mel's diss track. Now, Melly Mel has said, in light of the 50th anniversary of hip-hop, my original intention was to contribute an engaging and enjoyable endeavor to enrich the cultural landscape. But he said, regrettably, my response fell short.
So he don't think it was dope?
Yeah, he accepts full responsibility for the misjudgment. He said his perspective was ill-conceived. And he said it's become evident that Eminem's dedicated and passionate fan base stands unwaveringly by his side.
All you got out of that diss track was not to put your bag down. Because roaches might climb in it.
Listen, I told you that. That's why we don't put our bags on the floor.
That's the only thing you got out of that.
It is.
This is crazy.
And so it seems like he walked it back, though. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And he said it was an unfortunate choice of words, and it's basically like an apology, I guess. So there you go.
I wonder what made him walk that backwards.
I think it was the response from the fans. It was
like
killing him for that response.
Horrible.
Yeah. All right, and he does have some huge fans, so there you have it. Now let's move into this. Angel Brinks and Rockstar. Angel Brinks from Basketball Wives. Her producer's boyfriend, he's her son's father, apparently is accusing her of cheating. We don't know if this is true or not, but this is coming from his mouth. But he said, my son's mom from Basketball Wives, that y'all all know, is heavily scandalous. He said she got caught cheating in the house, in the movie theater. And he said, you're 43 with 3 baby daddies, been with me for 3.5 years. You ain't think it was time to give up being a hoe yet. Sheesh. Man. All right, he goes on to say different things and list people. He talks about Anthony Davis. He talks about Cam Newton, Future, YK Osiris, YBN Almighty. I'm not going to say all the things that he said about them. You guys can go and look at that for yourself. And then he also said 3 kids, 3 baby daddies, still can't get it right. It's clearly not us. I hope one day you take some accountabilities. Due to recent findings, I need a DNA test. I have to question everything at this point. But now he is walking back the whole thing about his child's paternity, because he didn't want to put that out there. Here's what he said.
What I said was, you got me questioning everything. But I also said in the next post, that was the dumbest I ever said. I don't play when it comes to my kids, my lineage. I'm, chick will take your put your head in a dumbass space. I did some dumb being emotional, letting the get me off my rocker. I don't play like that.
Man, that's crazy, man.
When you mad or whatever, you say anything.
I'm just mad that I wasn't one of the cheaties. That's the only thing I got out of it.
I would have been so angry if you were listed on here.
Should have been on that list. I'm just saying.
Did you know her?
Yeah, we cool. I got a lot of respect for her. She do her thing.
Well, she might be back on the market.
No, but I'm just saying it's better when it's,
You want to be in the mix? You want to be in the mix?
Let me stop. I played too much.
You want to be in the mix after what you told that man on Tell Us a Secret? And you were mad at him?
I don't know none of them. I don't know none of them.
You don't know Rockstar? Nah. You might want to beat from him one day.
I don't know, but I'm just saying. I don't know. I'm just saying.
Okay,
it'll probably never happen, but I'm just saying. I'm just mad that I wasn't in.
You weren't in the
because that's probably because that list is probably over time.
Right.
I don't think that was all in one. That was over time.
I'm glad you weren't in the movie theater, Mano. All right, and that is your Yeetie. And when we come back, we have Under the Radar. These are the stories that are not necessarily in the headlines. They've been flying under the radar, but you definitely need to know about them. And we have a lot going on today. Imagine they tell you that you can't put up a picture of a black and a white kid holding hands because it's traumatizing.
Really?
In a school. I mean, we'll talk about that. That's in Texas, all right? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. Under the Radar next.
Check the news. I got news. This in the news that relates to you. These stories are flying under the radar.
Yes, it is Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and Mano is here.
Good morning.
And it's time for these Under the Radar stories. So imagine you're patting your weave, and a doctor misdiagnoses you as mentally ill. All right, a nurse and TikToker Nika Marie Noel posted a video of her experience witnessing a non-black doctor diagnosing wrongfully a black patient as mentally ill. She was patting her weave, and y'all know what it is. We've all seen women who have to pat their weaves. I've been one of those women.
Right.
All right, sometimes it itches and you can't get to your scalp, and you got to use the comb to kind of like dig in under there too. You need bobby pin, whatever you got to do to try to scratch your scalp, you're going to do. And sometimes you just pat your weave, as Beyonce says. And so, yeah, some people were very upset about seeing this, and research has shown people of color are more likely to face difficulties in receiving quality health care. And that's a very cultural thing, right? That's one of the reasons
true.
why.
Absolutely true.
And, they've also done studies showing that black patients were more likely to be assessed for substance abuse. Another study shared that black women are more than twice as likely to experience a pregnancy-related death than white women. So there's a lot of implicit bias, and that sometimes can really affect you negatively. We talk about the black maternal health care issues that we have with this system. And a lot of times, even when it comes to pain, there's this assumption that black women can handle pain more than white women. If you don't know the right questions to ask when something's wrong, you can just believe them when they say you're fine, go home. So.
And you're really not fine.
And you're really not fine. That actually happened to Coach Jessie. She works with us. She's a holistic doctor, and she had a brain aneurysm. And if she didn't know something was really wrong and the pain was that bad, that she works in that space, so she knew they told her she was fine. She could have died.
She could have went home and died.
Absolutely. All right, so that's why it's really important. And sometimes we just don't know. We believe it. If the doctor tells you you're okay.
We believe it, not knowing that they don't always know what they're talking about.
All right, now insurance providers are halting coverage of Ozempic and other weight loss drugs that people have been using because that use has skyrocketed recently. And some insurance companies and employers are saying they're not going to cover this anymore because of the increasing cost. So if you find that your insurance provider is halting that coverage, health experts say there are alternative treatments available that are also effective. But we've seen quite a surge in people using Ozempic, Wegovy, and all of those things too. So if it's not covered by your insurance, they suggest that patients reach out to the manufacturers of the medicines to see if there are discounts available and
pay cash.
Yes, and so for obesity, there's certain programs that are not yet generally available. So part of that is because insurance coverage is so poor. You know how much it costs to get Ozempic without insurance?
How much?
$900 to $1,000 per month.
That's a whole nother bill.
Yeah, that is definitely a whole nother bill. So that's just something that people need to be aware of if you're using any of those drugs. And some people have to use it for diabetes. All right. Now in Texas, a school trustee wants to halt displays of black and white children holding hands. All right. According to ABC 13, one trustee claimed a child was traumatized. This was in Montgomery County, Texas, by a poster showing a black and white child holding hands, and that child had to switch classrooms. And officials are pushing to remove all displays of racial inclusivity and pride. They say that these symbols represent personal ideologies. Now, let me tell y'all something. The fact that you can't just show two students of different races holding hands because it's traumatizing, that's more of an issue to me. What child is traumatized by something like that? So they said they want to avoid similar situations and stricter policies than the ones already in place that prohibit teachers from displaying political messages not relevant to the classroom. If you ask me, it is very relevant to the classrooms to make sure that people understand inclusivity, that people can be different skin colors, but that they're still the same. They're still human beings. And so the fact that they're doing this is absolutely ridiculous, but we've seen a lot of this happening in the school systems, Texas, Florida, so just something you guys should be aware of. And that is under the radar. Now, we do have the Way Up mix at the top of the hour, so get ready for that. Also, BIA is going to be joining us today. She has an amazing project that's out right now, a fantastic, I think, we love BIA. Just as far as her as an artist, her as a human being, but she's really, really dope. So she'll be here with us today. Again, Way Up mix at the top of the hour. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
Yo, she about to blow the lid up off this pot.
Let's get it.
Oh, yeah. Angela's spilling that Yee tea.
Come and get the tea.
Yes, it's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and Mano is here.
New Mano!
I'm getting all these emails about people who want to cover Angela Lee Day.
Angelina Lee.
It's Angela Yee. I don't know why that's so hard.
Sorry. My uncle called. My uncle was like, "Yeah, let me speak to Angela Lee."
You were like, "Oh my gosh, Unc." All right, well, let's get into some Yee tea. Dwayne Wade got inducted into the Hall of Fame, the Basketball Hall of Fame, on Saturday. So congratulations to him for that. Of course, he had to thank his family. Here he is in his speech thanking his wife, Gabrielle Union.
And my wife, Gab, thank you for making our house a home. Thank you for making sure our kids feel seen, heard, and protected when I'm not around. I know I'm traveling for work this year during our anniversary. So I want to say thank you for being on this journey for me, with me, these past 15 years. Thank you for learning to love my imperfections just as much as we've enjoyed and loved the moments of perfection. I love you.
That's so nice.
It is really nice.
That is really nice.
He also thanked Carmelo Anthony, Allen Iverson, Chris
Right.
Paul. They were all there as well. And Allen Iverson actually presented the honor to Dwayne Wade. And in addition, of course, he thanked his parents, and his dad walked on the stage.
When I would cry and say, I can't, you made me go harder. The hard work I put in was because I didn't want to let you down. So even though I hated being called Little Dwayne, I admired you as a kid. I admire you now. We had the same exact dream, and we carry the same exact name. To know we hustled all the way to the Basketball Hall of Fame is God's will. So Pops, I know your knees are a little sore, but will you join me on stage as we take our rightful step into basketball heaven?
All right, gotta love it. And Lil Wayne then performed at his NBA Hall of Fame party. You know? All right, and Megan Thee Stallion, speaking of performances, was recently at the Outside Lands Festival. This was yesterday, and while she was on stage, she wanted to make sure that she shouted out a certain group of people.
Can fight with me, fight for me. I really appreciate y'all. So today, I just want to say, all my haters, none of that you was doing was saying broke me.
Okay?
Okay.
So, yeah, she's acknowledging all of y'all that's hating on her. She's still outside. Nothing you did broke her. F all you haters. All right, and Busta Rhymes gave Scarlett a chain. She deserves it. I just want to say she's been working so hard. She's an amazing person. We're all in her corner rooting for her. And here she posted, Busta Rhymes gifted me a diamond chain. I never got anything like this before.
Nice to be important, but it's more important to be nice. You feel me, Scarlett?
Yeah.
So be nice, consistently.
Busta,
What's up?
thank you for buying me a diamond chain. Like,
Lift up your head some more, baby.
I'm sorry. My first ever diamond chain, by the way.
I love
That's
it.
nice.
And she be so humble, like she
Yeah,
don't care
yeah,
when
yeah,
she
yeah,
gets
definitely.
excited.
Right.
She gonna let you know. Okay, we love that. We love that for you, Scarlett. Magoo has reportedly passed away. He was only 50 years old. You know, Magoo from Timbaland and
Right.
Magoo. So rest in peace, and our condolences to his family. Genuine posted, I don't even know how to say anything at this point. I have lost 3 friends now within a month to life and its due date. This dude always pushed me. I will miss you, Magoo. That's what we called him. Totally one of the best ever. In my eyes, always pressing forward.
And they didn't say how.
You know, I don't want to. I mean, somebody said blood clots. I have no idea what the cause of death is. Neither his family nor Timbaland have officially released a statement. So I don't want to say what it is until I get any type of real confirmation. Because, you know, we got to take things like that very. If I don't know, I don't want to say.
Okay.
All right. And Little Dirk in Chicago, the concert ended prematurely at the United Center. Apparently there was first of all, there were reports that it was a shooting, but he said there was no shooting. It was a false shooting. So I guess maybe somebody thought something happened, but according to reports, and the police did confirm this, it was a false alarm. No arrests were made. Unfortunately, there were no injuries reported either. Little Dirk posted, "Don't believe the hype. We bigger than big. Thank you, Chicago. Till next time. And who all stole the merchandise, tag me so I can repost y'all crazy ass." They was stealing that merchandise, baby. They was jumping over the counter, grabbing shirts, grabbing whatever. I heard one woman on there like, "Oh, that's a small." Like, you can't use a small. You stole it. You just got to take what you get.
Take what you stole.
Yeah, just take what you stole.
Be happy.
And Lil Durk wants to go ahead and tag yourself that stole some stuff if you want. I don't recommend it. All right, well, that is your Yeetie. And you know it's a Monday, so you know what that means.
Mainovation.
We need some Monday Mainovation.
Right.
So all of you Mainovators that love Maino and support everything he says and does.
You hate that. It's like look how you hate on my people though. Like,
yo, listen, when I told Terrence,
you told Terrence Crawford to knock me out.
Yeah, I said knock him
Right.
out.
Yeah.
The Mainovators were mad. Let me tell you something. Oh, it's always some chick always trying to start some da 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 da. Like, get out of here. Get out of here. You should have knocked him out. And if y'all could have heard what Maynard was saying afterward, I'm going, is he still here? Like he was going to go find him. No, you waited until he left. He's still here?
First of all, I called him in the room. I called him to the room. So let's
You started it
clarity.
off. You started it off
Well,
with an
I
apology.
feel like you coming at me. You mad at me because what my mafia be saying?
We're gonna come back with some Monday Manovation for you Manovators. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
Now back at it. You vibing Way Up with Angela Yee.
Yes, it is Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and Mano is in the building.
Good afternoon.
And it is time on a Monday from some Monday Manovation.
That's right. Manovation. No hesitation.
Let's hear it.
Supreme confidence at all time. Do not, please do not, if you can help it, let your past mistakes, let your failures tie you down to the point where it breaks your confidence. If you started out a business, you started out with an idea and it didn't go the way you wanted it to go, don't step into your next one thinking that, with those skeletons feeling like you can't do it, right? If you was in a relationship and it was bad, don't go into your next relationship feeling like that. If you was a rapper and your last project didn't do so well, you still got to step in there like you that guy. Don't never feel like you not that person, because you are. Supreme confidence at all times. Whatever you failed at is part of the journey. Don't let it tie you down. Don't let it handcuff you. We gonna continue to keep going every single day. We got another chance to be great and step into our greatness.
Man, that is like that saying says, your past mistakes don't define you, they guide you.
That's right.
All right. And so I agree. Yeah. And especially in relationships, sometimes we let the baggage from a previous relationship dictate what happens. And now I don't trust you, but you haven't done anything for me to not trust you. But now I'm blocking and have my wall up. And I'm not saying you shouldn't be careful. Right, because we all know what red flags are. We know what it is.
Right.
But you also don't want to let that bad experience hinder you.
Define how you move in your future, whether it's business, whether it's personal,
let that
relationship, everything.
I've learned so many lessons from past business failures and bad partnerships that I knew what to do in the future. I remember I had a business, my first one. I never did like a operating agreement. I didn't have any type of anything, and I didn't have a business plan. And after that, I was like, I'm never doing a business again without these things. And I will say, it's also learning to know what people's financial backgrounds are, who you're going into business with, because sometimes someone can tell you something, but you really have to look into it, and you can't feel like, well, I don't want to make it seem like I don't trust you. No, I don't really know. And sometimes finances are a really difficult thing for people to talk about. They don't want to admit that they're
everything that glitters ain't gold.
Yeah, people don't want to admit that they are in debt, or that they're struggling in any way, or that they haven't made the smartest decisions in the past, that they haven't cleaned things up, that they're in a certain situation. Because what I found is going into business with people who don't have the finances aren't going to always do what's best for the company. And sometimes what's best for you as an individual is not necessarily what's best for your company, right? And so you just have to be careful when you have a partnership that you are doing that with the right person and with all the information that you can possibly have on them.
So the biggest thing is to, allow your mistakes and your failures to be a lesson.
Right.
And then learn from that, and then step into the future like, I'm still that person.
I always look at it as school too. To me, as we pay to go to school, right? But there's no better school than life.
Right.
And so look at that as a tuition for all the things that didn't work out, that you might have lost money on, that you might have said, oh, I spent all this money on this woman and she left me, and
turn those losses into lessons.
Slept with my friend or whatever. Well, let that be tuition on life for you. Now you know in the future. Because I know, Mano.
Stop it.
What?
I'm not telling no secrets.
Okay. All right. Well, good. That was great coming out of this Hustle Hard weekend.
Manovation.
And Mano, you're the perfect person to give this type of advice, because like I said, you are always working hard.
That's right.
As much as I may go in on the Manovators,
you a hater.
I still acknowledge the fact that you definitely have endless energy, honey pack or not, to be outside.
Hustle hard, honey pack, on his way.
I'm like, how does he do all this? He's at this event, waking up early, coming straight to work, same outfit,
Listen, we gotta get it done.
Okay. Well, anyway, that is your Monday Manovation. And he loves doing his Manovation. We need more of those in the car.
Right, Manovation. It's the way you say it. You gotta have like the Jamaican accent.
All right, go ahead.
Manovation.
Well, speaking of Jamaican accents, Angela Yee Day is coming up.
Angelina Lee.
27th, and I want to talk about that. Also, my girl BIA is going to be joining us.
Right.
And even talking about past mistakes and things like that. I mean, BIA has been on her grind for quite some time, and I feel like this is her time.
BIA.
Right now, BIA. So she's going to be joining us, and we're also going to come back and talk more about Angela Yee Day in case you want to get involved, you want to come. Remember, y'all, it's absolutely free 99. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
Yeah, she back at it. Bring in the Mac. Way Up with Angela Yee is on.
Yes, it's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and Mano is here. New Mano!
Still here, baby.
New Mano on a Monday. Now, you just had your Hustle Hard weekend.
That's
so
right.
coming up next on the schedule is Angela Yee Day.
Yeah.
So this is actually going to be my 5th year doing Angela Yee Day since the mayor at the time, Bill de Blasio, gave me my own day.
It's your own day.
And so what I do for this day is I always do a free event for the community. And so actually, I think one of them or two of them maybe fell during the pandemic. So I did a virtual one. One of them was supporting Black-owned businesses. And, the one after that was we've had some great performances. Beanie Man, Cranium, Kess, Allison Hines, Christopher Martin. I'm trying to think of it. Hood Celebrities, done it a few times. Naomi Cowan. It's just been amazing. It's also right before the West Indian American Day Parade. So that's a big deal in Brooklyn, the biggest parade. And so this year, August 27th, at the Barclays, outside in the Center Plaza, completely free. So we always have food, things to drink, hair braiding. We have a book bag giveaway, a wellness area. The Social Justice Fund is also going to be allocating money towards some nonprofits. We'll be talking about that day as well. And some free performances. When I tell you the DJs, it's like a party outside. It's basically like a big block party.
Block party in Brooklyn. I'm going to be there.
I know you are.
Bringing the Star Babies.
The Star Babies in the building.
We coming through.
All right, so I'm excited. I'm going to tell you a couple of people performing right now, just off the top. Capella Gray.
Capella
is going to be there. London Hill. AOJ. Nessa Preppy. We love her too. Ricky Blaze. And we have more for you. Home and Abroad. That is something that Navy, our guy right here, set up for some live music. And so everything, again, is free. It's a really great, fun family day. So you can bring out your kids. You can bring out, your significant other, your friends. And it's basically like a day-long party outside, right outside the Barclays, right in the heart of Brooklyn. All right. Okay. And when we come back, speaking of amazing performers, BIA is going to be joining us. She was at Hustle Hard Weekend.
Yeah.
Over the weekend partying.
That's right. Shout out to BIA.
And one thing I will say, everybody love him some BIA. Her talent, her personality, all of that. And she works really hard. So we're going to talk to her about her new project that's out. People were going crazy, all right, because she is really her. So we're going to talk about that with BIA. When we come back, it's Way Up with Angela Yee.
Yeah, she back at it. Bring in the Mac. Way Up with Angela Yee is on.
All right. Well, it is Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee. Mano is here.
New Mano.
Also, my girl BIA is here.
Yeah.
And first of all, I am so proud, to be here with BIA with an amazing EP that is out right now. I saw talk of the best project of the year already.
Wow. That's such an honorable mention thing to say.
I love it because all the songs do sound way different. And you have Swiss Beats. I mean, you've worked with Timbaland, which is huge.
Yeah, he's great. They're both, they're so good, man. There was a certain thing that I wanted with this project. I kind of wanted it to be short and sweet so you can easy to digest, but I wanted it to be an eclectic collection of sounds. So I approach every song differently, and I think when we were starting to do the track list, we had already 50 songs. Maybe even closer to 100.
That's not an EP.
No, we had 50, 100 songs. And I'm not talking about throwaway songs. I'm not talking about
real records.
I'm talking about records, but for me, there's certain records that I feel have to come before other records to kind of tell a story. So it doesn't matter if I'm 100 records in, they still have to come out a certain way.
So what happens to those other songs?
we build with those too, and
you keep them until it's time.
Exactly.
You keep the records until it's time. She may have a record with a certain person. It's like, it's not time for that record. I need to get there. So let's continue to stack up on these records.
Tell them, drop the jams.
Only artists understand that. Artists understand that. I've been holding a record with Young Thug, right? We're gonna put it out probably the end of the year, but I've been holding it. I could have dropped it a long time ago, but
I keep asking, can we hear it? But I don't know if you don't trust me or what.
Yeah,
I'm like,
I just don't trust you.
When the time is right, you know, I feel like when I'm one of those people, when I know.
We are talking to BIA. And then last time we spoke, I remember you talked about working with J. Cole and how he was amazing to be in the studio and how respectful he was and how comfortable he made you feel.
Yeah, like he really made me feel like I can rap and he's not judging me. When you go in there, you're like, oh, is he going to think this is lame? Or is he going to think this is good? It's like, you might overthink a little bit, but he don't give you that energy. He's like, this is hard. Like, he's bigging you up, so you like, yeah, it's hard. Like, I'm finna rap a couple more bars. Like,
I'm gonna say this, and I mean this, and I'm not saying this because you here. This is an unprecedented time. There's more female artists in the game competing than ever. You like one of my favorite ones.
Appreciate that.
You like, that's a fact. Like, it's a lot of competition amongst the females. Do you feel like you getting all the credit that you deserve right now?
Oh, that's a weird question, right? Because I've been making music. Ange knows, seen me from the beginning. So I would say I've been doing this like so long that a long time ago I learned to like release that. Like I don't have those feelings. Like I even tell my team, my friends, when I put out music, I'm like, I wish the best for this music, but I have no expectations as far as like, oh, if this doesn't do this, I will feel less than. Absolutely not.
Absolutely. That's
like,
how you
I'm still really hurt.
That's
like it's like I really stand on that when I say that. It's like, you can never make me feel like I'm not.
That's right. Hold that thought. Take a shot just because she said that.
I love the girls and I love the movement, like what the rap girls got going on right now, because it's like, it's beautiful. I wouldn't be here without the people that came before me. So it's like, I never see somebody and be like, oh my God, that should be me.
Well, you got your own lane, you got your own sound.
Yeah,
That's
I'm really
like
that. I'm really like that. I'm not going nowhere. So.
And you know what else I love right now? And people keep on saying this, but it is so true. It is like the year of the woman. You also don't feed into the BS, and I like that, because sometimes I feel like, and it be making me a little mad because I know Bia she be minding her business, drinking her water and her tequila, and not trying to, not trying to be messy. And sometimes people will try to test you, will try to make you messy, will try to make you to respond to something that you shouldn't be, and you always are like, no, I did not mean that, and you step away.
You know, I'm not perfect. Like, I've done my little shadiness in the beginning, I say, like, of my career, and learned my lesson from it, and kind of, you know, I always wanted to speak on this. I'm so glad you segued into this, because I used to take things more personal. I didn't really understand, like, this is a business, and like, these are not so much friendships with these people, these are your peers. So it's like, you can't take nothing personal. So like, at the beginning, things that used to like rub me the wrong way, and I'd be like, well, why didn't they do that? I would have did it. It's like, that's not
you
your place to say.
You gotta learn how to let that go.
Yes, once I learned that, it's so hard to ruffle my feathers. Like, you really, it's not easy.
We are talking to Bia, and I love the way that, I know that you were part of the campaign, and we talked about this on Way Up with Angela Yee, but you redid P.D. Pablo's
North Carolina.
Yeah.
Man, you killed that.
Thank you.
And listen, people will be like, oh, why did they gotta sample? But it was part of a campaign.
Yeah, everybody's always saying, they're like, yeah, you sample too much. It's like, I love samples. Like, did you see there's a TikTok going around right now where they're asking a bunch of the kids in school, like, who's on their t-shirt, and the kids don't know who's the artist on their t-shirts?
No, let's see that.
It's like legendary artists like Aaliyah and like Metallica and Sade.
I have no idea.
Like, random people, they don't know who it is. They just wearing the shirt. So it's like, for me, that music is so timeless to me. It's so legendary. Like, I feel like I'm not doing my due diligence if I don't sample sometimes.
Student
and like,
you
have to like really like. People always compare me to a mill, so I always
a mill.
Oh, okay.
Like,
really?
Like the way that she raps is very like soft spoken, laid back.
I don't get it.
You know, my bars is really, really punching like that, so don't even trip. If you don't see it, you don't see it. But the people, they tell me that sometimes, so it's like, I might flip a beat like that, you know. Or
that's not a bad thing.
I just don't think a mill really had the bars like that.
But I would say this with women, it feels like because there's not that many that are so well known, people always feel like they got to compare you
She
to
don't sound like
somebody
nobody
to give.
to me.
I love that for me. So thank you.
I do like when you flip it with the Spanish and the English. I think that's like when I listen to your music and you do that. That is, I think, the essence of BIA too.
Oh, you Spanish?
Just you bringing those two worlds together.
I'm half Puerto Rican, but you know what? I gotta do more. I gotta get back with like some good producers that can help me get in my real Spanish bag.
Yeah, I like when you do that. But I also was like, does she know Spanish that well? Because you be
no, I don't.
Yeah, I can
it's
tell.
Terrible,
I was like, but it's like how I know it. You know what I'm saying?
It's like I learned all the Spanish I learned second. So it's like I can get by. I'm conversational, but it's just not that good.
Mm-hmm.
Like you know what I'm saying? That's
You
JJ.
didn't grow up.
Yeah, like I didn't grow up speaking Spanish as my first language. I grew up speaking English, but I feel like when you have culture, like it's in you no matter what. So if you shine light on your culture and you like prideful in your culture, like that's how you should be. Like I know so many people that don't speak their language, but it's like they still prideful as you should be.
I'm half Chinese. I don't speak no. I could say Happy New Year.
How you say it?
Gong hei fa choi.
Gong hei fa choi.
Yeah. Oh, you did that perfect.
I'm telling you, I'm
Go hey fa choi.
You know, the only reason
You
I
need to
could
get back
do that.
into your roots, like I'm getting into mine.
Oh, don't do it.
Jamaican Mano.
Jamaican Mano, wagwan. You get me?
Listen, Mano was in
Never
here.
been seen.
He was walking around the room the Four Seasons. I was like, stop.
Yeah.
Because he has a Jamaican walk also. That he does.
You're Jamaican?
No.
Oh, it's just
working on my accent.
Same. Yeah. Patois.
Yes, a patois.
Wagwan.
Mano Vision.
Guan.
All right, BIA is here with us, me and Mano, and we're going to have more with her when we come back. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
Now I'm back at it. You vibing way up with Angela Yee.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here. Mano is here, and we are talking to my girl, BIA. I don't even know if I should ask you this. Give me permission so I can do it.
Okay.
All right, so during the pandemic.
Oh my God, what are you going to ask?
You was booed up. Are you still booed up?
No, I'm.
Okay.
Girl, stop.
Okay, I didn't mean to do that.
And
take a shot.
I wasn't sure. That's why I was like, what?
Girl.
I don't know if you was walking to the bank with your man or not.
No, the pandemic was so long ago, girl. That was like 2-3. No, I was in a long-term relationship.
Okay.
I'm not wrong for asking.
I'm focused on self right now.
We can't ask what happened.
Absolutely. Hey, get out of town. No.
Okay.
Yeah.
We amicably split. He's a great guy.
No,
we're still
when you got lit,
we're cool.
though.
Like it's all love.
When you got lit, it got a little shaky.
No. I was with the same person before I was lit and after I was lit.
That's
and
why
when you got lit, it got a little.
No, that's not it.
She's not gonna tell us.
You ain't like talk to him a certain kind of way.
No,
you ain't talking to me like that before you was lit.
No, we amicably split. Let it go.
Okay, all right.
Let's talk about me. I'm single right now.
Do y'all still speak?
I said a prayer to find a good man. Okay. Not a Sierra prayer, but like a God redo this batch of prayer. Like, and it worked.
Right, it worked?
Yeah, I'm meeting no kids. Like, it's
nice.
That's that's a hard thing. What kind of guy would you like if you in your prayers?
Oh my God. Okay. Oh my God.
And while she's thinking, I just want to say they were so booed up. You know what I'm saying?
And
they was in the house twerking her. She was twerking around the house. Okay. Okay, sorry.
I would like a Christian man.
Christian man?
Yes, because
what about a Muslim?
or a Muslim man, but he has to come to me through God. Okay. Because if he don't have like a relationship with God, he can't have a relationship.
Can he have a relationship with the universe?
What if he's spiritual? Yeah,
spiritual.
But yeah, spiritual. You have a relationship,
and he
meditates
and he has a relationship.
I prefer like a higher
power, but it is a higher power, right?
Mano has the hand of God.
Stop it, because that's a negative thing.
Oh,
right, that's a negative thing.
He's always slapping people with the hand of God.
Please, why would you do this? Stop it.
All right, I'm
sorry.
I'm drinking.
We're drinking.
It's just so messy today.
Yeah, this is what she do.
Girl, you bringing up ex-boyfriends, all type of.
No, if it was your ex.
Random smacking.
I don't know what you got going on, Ange. Is you with me or against me?
I'm with you. This is why I want to make sure I'm helping with your prayer. So now people know they could, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So what else would we like?
A God-fearing man. A man that is in shape.
Okay.
Right.
And very clean.
That's right.
All right.
He has to be very clean. Honestly, no, I'm telling you, I'm finding a husband this year. I'm finding a husband this year.
This year?
Yeah, this year.
You only got 5 months left.
Mano, please don't hate on what I got going on.
I'm gonna help you.
No hateration in my dance.
I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna help you find a husband. I'm gonna
And
help
sh-
you. I know a
and
couple
what
God-fearing.
God-fearing,
I don't think you can use the N-word with God fearing.
Yeah, let's not do that.
God knows.
Yeah. You know, I'm too flustered to think about it right now. You gotta just
Come on, let's say a prayer for Bia.
Okay, can somebody lead the prayer off for me
All
to
right,
find a
listen.
husband?
Please, God,
Okay.
let's get her a good God-fearing.
Stop.
That's gonna love her.
For me, love me for me.
And not because she lit.
Not because of that.
Not because she doing her thing.
No.
Right? Not because she look good.
Yes, Lord.
No,
Won't he do
because
it?
you look good. He want you.
Yeah, I want him to sweat me.
Do
He
looks
has to-
matter? Do
he
looks
has to be
matter?
yes.
Looks matter?
Okay.
Yes, he has to be handsome.
He got to be
He's a
handsome.
sweat
Yeah, he has to be really
Right, 'cause
him. Father
Okay.
God, please.
Father God,
Yeah,
please.
let him have his own thing going on. So
Yes,
he's
Father
not
God.
all up on her
Yes,
while she's
Father
trying
God.
to get her
Yes,
work
Father
done.
God.
Let him be
Ooh,
supportive
yes, Father God.
Yes, Father.
while she's
That's
doing
a word.
Make sure that he's not double dipping, like sneaking and geeking on
Yes,
the other side.
and make
You
sure he's
understand,
not
God?
jealous or
Right.
he's not a liar or a
Okay.
cheater. Okay, yes, Father God.
Okay, I feel like a lot coming
In
out right
Jesus'
now.
name.
In Allah, you Akbar.
Amen.
Right. Amen.
Okay, won't he do it?
Won't he
ladies
do
and
it?
gentlemen?
That's
Amen.
right. Got it.
I feel good about this.
I feel great.
That was a good prayer. I think
Yes,
you got
thank
it.
It's not a prayer,
You
it's
might-
a prayer.
No, it's a prayer.
It's a prayer.
It's a prayer. I think you said prayer. I think, honestly speaking, listen, with that prayer that we just did right there, you gonna meet this like in the next 48 hours.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hustle hard weekend.
Weekend.
All right. Well, normally we would have asked you when we come back, but instead we're going to be talking more to our girl, Bia. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
You vibing way up with Angela Yee.
Come right back.
More now.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee. Mano is here, and we're talking to Bia. So Bia has a Vegas residency at the Aria.
Yes.
Daria, nice.
Yeah, you can find me in Vegas all the time, but yeah, we do this. We go
We do
outside
this.
for a living.
Yeah,
We
because
do
I was
this.
actually in Vegas, and I was trying to make it happen, but I think
But what? You
I was-
caught up with your man.
no.
Yeah,
I was
you must have been booed up.
First of all, any man I have is like, let's go see Bia perform. So that's not a question.
She's so cat.
So it's not a
Yeah,
problem.
she's so good.
Yeah, she's good at what she do. I'm
She's
trying to
so
tell you.
good at what she does.
Yeah.
great.
She's the best.
So that is not a problem. We're going to definitely go see Bia perform. Have you gone to the Usher show?
Yes.
All right, so talk about it.
Okay. I went to the Usher show, y'all. And he came over to my group, and we were already knowing like this can get weird. So we was on our P's and Q's. We was like singing, we wasn't doing too much because it was like a lot going on. But he comes up and he sings with you, and it's a vibe.
Yeah. How dope is it that the people you grew up listening to, like Busta Rhymes, you have a song with him? But let's talk about like how did that even come about, and was it exciting for you working with Busta?
I love Busta. I met him like 10 years ago.
Whoa.
In the studio with Pharrell, and I hadn't had anything going on yet. So he was like giving me my flowers back then. Like he just always showed me love through this whole journey. So then when I finally like he had the right song, he called me up one day. He was like, Bia, I need you to do this part of the song. Like nobody else could do it. You have to do it. I'm gonna send it to you now. Send it back like
That's
ASAP.
dope.
So he sent it to me. We did it, and it's Beach Ball, and I was so happy because I love Busta. Like he's so talented. His videos, his songs, like so legendary.
He
Just to be a
actually
part of his
showed that
catalog.
to me before it came out.
Beach
the
Ball?
video, yeah.
To have Busta in my catalog is crazy to me.
That's a huge thing.
It's crazy to me.
What song of yours would you say has been the most lucrative financially? Is it A Whole Lot of Money?
Of
Is it
course,
Russ?
I would say between Whole Lot of Money and Best on Earth, but like Whole Lot of Money is what I felt like solidified me as an artist by myself.
Right.
Best on Earth was kind of like to me like the introduction to
you.
To me, yeah.
Right.
All right. Well, Bia, and I know you're also talking about opening up other businesses.
Yes.
With that.
So I'm moving into the fashion space, which is like really, really exciting for me, and the nail space.
Okay. We like it. You had a deal with Kiss, right? Before.
Yeah.
Okay.
But now I'm doing my own nail thing.
As you should.
Like I'm gonna sell
Specific now.
polishes, different kits, and like different little things. And I really want to open like a nail salon. I know it's in the future.
Well, Bia, thank you so much for coming here to join us and having some drinks with us. I do always want to. I got this bottle because I wanted to celebrate you. I know we're
You
all.
got this bottle because you wanted to drink.
She wanted to get me drunk.
I wanted to make sure that we celebrate Bia because honestly, like, I really do have so much love for her. Honestly, her talent, where she started from, seeing how dope she is every time I see her. You're always working hard. Last time I saw you was at the Essence Festival.
Yes.
And there was a lot going on. We was all over the place trying to make it happen. And it's not an easy business to be in, and I know that you've been grinding it out for like, how long? How many years has it been?
At least 10.
But listen, I just want to say we always in Bia's corner. We love to see you winning the way that you have been.
Oh, I love you, Ange. You're really my girl.
And so, listen, again, let's celebrate that. Can we play some BIA? I like 4 Seasons.
Let's go with 4 Seasons.
Introduce the song, BIA.
Big up, big up. It's your favorite girl checking in live, BIA. I'm here introducing my new song, 4 Seasons, off my new project, Really Her. Let's get it.
You like this shit for the wrong reasons. I fight demons. I left all mine at 4 Seasons.
Pick up the phone.
Tap in. Tap in and get your voice heard.
What the word is.
Here's the last word on Way Up with Angela Yee.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and Mano is here.
Mano.
Now, as much as Mano may try to act like he's been up, he got all this energy, it was hustle hard weekend, he hasn't slept, you about to go home and crash out after the show.
Allegedly.
When you sleep, do you sleep for like 10 hours or do you just sleep for like...
I can't. I can't never get that off because my phone is ringing. This stuff happening.
You gotta turn it off.
I never turn my phone off. I got kids and it's like I always in my mind think about emergencies.
Right.
So it's like I never turn my phone off.
Because you know, it's also not good to sleep uninterrupted. When you get to your REM sleep, like if you don't get to that part of your sleep that's like the deep sleep, you're never gonna feel fully rested.
I know, and I go through that a lot.
I think every now and then you may have to just try to go. Because, Mano, you've been going so hard.
And when I try to sleep in the daytime, I never get past like an hour and a half, 2 hours.
I'm going to get you this thing. It's a sleep monitor. Have you ever, you know what I'm talking about? I actually have one at home that I've never used it. I'm going to give it to you so you can see what's going on when you're sleeping and it monitors you so you can see if you ever get to like that deep REM sleep. Because it is really important, you know, as much as we try to act like we going hard, but sleep is also really important for our health in general.
It is.
You know, that's all I'm saying. You look healthy, though.
It is. I am.
You look healthy.
I'm good.
Okay, all right. Is there any last things you want to say before we get to the last word? I mean, BIA joined us today.
Yeah, man. Shout out to BIA.
She deserves everything, and I regret that I got her so drunk in the middle of the day during this interview.
Her? What about me?
You're fine. You can handle it. We just talked
See,
about
this is what I'm saying. I can handle it all, right? But then you're trying to help me with my sleep.
But she deserved. That was a celebration.
Nah,
at the same time.
Good people, though.
Yeah, absolutely. And shout out to you guys, man, for always listening to the show and supporting. You know, we're getting ready for Angela Yee Day, so I can't wait for everybody to come out and say hello in person and have a good time with us. Is there any person we did a story on who you want to shout out?
Everybody. Oh, yeah. I wanted to shout out Angel Brink. Somebody gave us some false information.
Okay.
And shout out to her. You know, she going through something. Somebody told her something that I said on the radio that wasn't true. So.
Okay, you did not say anything false.
Nothing,
you just said that you would have liked to be the cheatee.
Cheatee, yeah, exactly.
You would have enjoyed that.
That's it. Respectfully.
Respectfully.
Yes.
Okay.
That's it.
You would like to be that shoulder to cry on. Well, anyway, you guys, you get to have the last word. 800-292-5150 is the number. See y'all tomorrow.
Hi, Angela. I'm just calling because my secret is I'm so in love with you. I met you twice, and I'm just leaving that as a message. Bye-bye.
What's good? This Nick again. I'm called every day till I get through to shine a light on my idol, Mano. I'm a female. Mano, you my idol, so I'm going to call every time I can to shine the light till I get through to my boy, New Mano.
Hi, Angela. I will remain anonymous, but I am from Mississippi. And I want to say that I have this little secret that I am currently married to my husband. Things have been rough, and he's been cheating on me since we've been together. So I'm currently trying to get my divorce, which he's been denying. But in the meantime, how I found out he was cheating on me was his best friend told me about it. So I romantically got involved with his best friend. So everything he do now, his best friend tells me, and I just see him on the side.
Hi, I want to shine the light on my mom. Her name is Trina. She's currently going through kidney failure, and she just started dialysis. I watched this woman get up and go to work and still be a real strong part for my siblings and me. And I just want to tell anyone that's going through something, don't give up. As long as you got will, you have a way. Again, I'm just shining a light on my mom. I love you, Mom, and I hope things get better for you.
Going way up, turn up with Angela Yee.